Hello and welcome to another episode of Tan Pants.
How have you been? How are you doing?
Wow, that was a good intro. Usually we say a few other things, but might as well. Yeah, I've been great. How have you been, Max?
No, I was asking our listeners.
Oh, okay, because you don't really
Come
care
on.
about me.
Moment of silence for them to respond. That's great.
That's
I like that
amazing.
part too.
Good
Yeah.
job.
This is like Dora the Explorer.
Speaking of like Dora the Explorer, I'm going to
Wait.
I'm going to jump right into my thing here.
We didn't do our intro thing though.
I know you skipped it.
I didn't skip it.
Well, you guys, listen, we're a podcast. We all have a different topic to bring.
I think you
no
get
one
the
knows
gist.
what we're going to talk about. You guys get the gist. Here we go.
Right.
So animals. Animals are weird.
Yeah.
We as people don't understand animals.
Well,
True.
I think animals are normal. We're just weird.
No, animals are weird. Okay?
Okay.
That's how weird works. It's always the other person that's weird. And they look at you and they say, that person's weird.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's weird, but
Everybody isn't.
you're blind to your own weirdness.
If I'm up at 4 a.m. eating Nutella and I'm self-aware that I'm doing it, then I know that I am weird.
No, then you're annoying.
Okay.
Whenever someone understands something's weird and they do it to be weird, that's annoying.
Okay.
But when someone's being weird and they don't know it, they're just being themselves, that's not annoying, that's endearing.
Oh, that's how that works.
That's how it works.
Oh.
That's my whole topic. I'm so glad you guys came to the podcast. No, so animals are weird. And people have been trying to figure out, how smart animals really are. And
I know.
you know how?
Yeah.
7.
I think I get it.
They're 7.
They are 7 smart.
So
That's 2 more than
if an animal raised by animals is 7 smart, what happens when you take a person and let them be raised by animals? Do
they become dumb.
They get
Very dumb.
2.
they become dumb and 2?
Yeah, because they're not animal. They're just being raised by animal. Animal don't know how to raise human.
No,
to be
they
animal.
don't. They don't.
Yeah.
So in 1931, a psychologist named Winthrop Niles Kellogg,
Dude.
Kellogg's. Did he have the cereal?
he was the serial. No, I don't know. I don't know. But he was always fascinated with the idea of the wild child,
Who's the wild?
feral children, the Jungle Book kind of situation.
Does he come across these children often?
Well, back then there were a couple of reports of feral children found and brought, saved from the forest, basically. So the idea is these kids were abandoned as babies or young toddlers, and they just lived by themselves in the forest, just surviving. And the question was, how are they affected psychologically?
Right.
A lot.
A lot, right? So Mr. Kellogg had an idea. He and his wife would have a baby.
No, they didn't.
They had a baby.
That's crazy.
They went and had a baby. And then you know what they did?
They didn't stick that child in the woods, did they?
No, that would be unethical. It says here,
Because that's
He said-
that's where
okay.
I thought you were going.
he says he was fascinated by wild children or those raised with no human contact, oftentimes in nature. Abandoning a human child in the wilderness would be ethically wrong.
Right.
So he decided to do the experiment in the reverse. Bring an infant animal into civilization.
Oh, I've heard about this.
So for the next 9 months, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, Kellogg and his wife conducted tireless tests on their son Donald and his new sister, Gua.
What?
Why didn't they name it like Sarah?
Because when they got the chimpanzee from the primate area in Florida, they said, this one's named Goa. Okay, it's Goa. So they raised the 2 babies in exactly the same way, treating them both as like brother and sister.
Sounds dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Wait, which was older?
the chimp was a little bit older, but not by much.
I think the parents were older.
The parents were also older than
Okay.
the 2 being experimented on.
Yeah.
So they raised the babies exactly the same. They conducted exhaustive scientific experiments that included subjects such as blood pressure, memory, body size, scribbling, reflexes, depth perception, vocalization, locomotion, reactions to tickling, strength, manual dexterity, problem solving, fears, equilibrium, play behavior, climbing, obedience, grasping, language comprehension, attention span, and others.
Like Smash Brothers mains.
Yes.
So what you're saying is they just stuck these two kids in a room and gave them a few toys?
No, they basically had, normal day, like, oh, good morning, just have some breakfast. Oh, hang on, we're going to test the fear thing.
Here's some Mountain Dew.
Daddy's waiting behind the wall there. He's going to jump out and scream really loud to see what happens to the two babies. And then after they're done, scaring the kid, they have some breakfast, and the kids are like, what in the world was that? And then mom was like, okay, it's time for reflexes. And
They throw a frisbee.
throw a frisbee at the babies. The ape would catch it. The baby would not. So,
How old was the baby? Newborn? Like newborn?
You don't throw a frisbee at a newborn.
okay, so their son Donald was 16 months, and Gua was just a little over a year. Yeah, so they would do all these tests to these two little guys, and for 9 months they lived together, and they had to cut the experiment off because Donald started to imitate the behavior of Gua.
The boy did?
Yeah, and it was like having trouble learning how to talk because he was just doing ape noises.
Oh. Well, he's a little over a year, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, they typically have like
Well, I mean,
somewhat of trouble speaking.
Well, I mean, they were like having like extra trouble. Like
I mean, my child is
He-
just a little over a year, and
like,
he
he
just
would-
says, like,
he would go from
Dad.
saying, yeah, well, he would go from saying dad to mama to just doing the ape noises.
oh wow,
He was learning how to be an ape from Gua.
okay. So what you're saying is humans are more impressionable than animals.
Baby humans are. So the chimpanzee, was doing pretty good.
It was just acting like a normal.
It was just being a
Baby
normal
chimpanzee.
chimp. And it just happened to have a little best friend, Donald. And they just hung out and played games and had a good time. And, of course, as the chimp got older, it got stronger faster and bigger faster and
Yeah.
other things. And so,
Matured probably faster.
matured faster. And Donald, of course, was having impairments because of it. Like, he was being raised by two adult parents and also had the constant influence of this ape. His experiment kind of backfired a little bit. He was trying to figure out what would happen. Well, I guess it didn't backfire. He got exactly what he wanted. He wanted to know what would happen if you had a feral child, a child raised without human contact. And he did the opposite. He brought an animal in, and he got a little bit of his early experiment because his son was influenced by an animal a little bit, and he saw that behavior being altered. So the moral of the story is, if you want to have your child, what's the opposite of excel?
Decline.
If you want to watch your child decline, buy them a baby monkey and just let them hang out all the time.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was
Poor
pretty
child.
sad.
Is he like he's older now, right?
Yeah, well they got rid of the monkey after 9 months,
Yeah.
and then like it's
And then they never told the child, like, Mom,
Mom,
I know this is I've been having this problem for most of my life, and whenever I see these bananas, I go crazy.
I go
and
crazy for
I
bananas.
always want to climb things, and I keep trying to bite people. I don't know if it's normal. I have an urgency.
Whenever Dad hides behind a wall, I expect him to jump out and scare
And then
me.
sometimes when I'm startled, I'm like, so I don't know if that's normal either.
So after Gua left, the family went back to the primate center in Florida. A little less than a year later, she died of pneumonia, sadly.
Oh.
That's a cover up.
It was a cover up.
Monkey's name.
Oh, the monkey was getting smart and human?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The monkey's name, Joe Biden.
Oh. It was a girl.
Conspiracy.
Oh.
Even more conspiracy.
Oh, burn.
Okay, we have to move on quickly before the government shuts us down.
All right.
You know what else is the government? You know what else the government is shutting down?
Everything?
Facebook?
Real food.
Not real food.
We've decided you shouldn't have real food anymore. It's too dangerous.
Introducing impossible meat. Still
So-
not happy? Here's impossible meat.
I have a few items here. Maybe it'll shock you. Maybe it won't shock you.
So,
Maybe you already know.
what are we talking about? We're talking about fake food.
We're talking about fake food.
So
This is food that you buy in the grocery store, and it's really just wood.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like they're trying to make alternatives. This is like
No,
the
this is
Parmesan.
Yeah, Parmesan. Hey, Josh.
you're
I
getting
already
ahead of
knew
yourself.
that.
Getting ahead of me,
Sorry.
man.
I'm one of those people that already knew that.
Yeah, so probably most of our listeners or people have heard this before, but there were some interesting things in here that I didn't know of. But did you know that coffee grounds, they may contain roasted and chopped up barley, wheat, and soybeans? To reduce the production costs, companies have even added in ground wood.
What?
So this is ground coffee that you buy.
So some of it's wood.
Some of it is wood, and it's roasted, chopped barley, wheat, and soybeans.
Well, on the company side,
Mixed in with coffee.
So I guess this is why whenever you ground the ground yourself, it's always like, this is so much better.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of them. Did you know that, Isaac?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're just saving money. I mean, no
Seriously,
reason
a
to get
lot
mad
of
at it.
this is just to save money,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
Make your own beans.
This one wasn't as, I could have guessed.
Wait, wood is made out of wood?
No. This next one. It's what?
No way.
I'm gonna go to the grocery store to pick up some wood.
This one's about juice blends,
Juice.
like cranberry and pomegranate juice, the Ocean Spray brand juice.
Yeah.
The details on the package may say that inside the bottle you'll find 100% pomegranate and cranberry juice, yet most likely the drink is well diluted with cheaper apple juice or similar, or simply just with water.
But it has 100% pomegranate in it.
Wait, but what
It
about
says
the-
100% pomegranate and cranberry juice, but it's just diluted with
Well, I mean, technically,
apple juice or water.
if I take 100% apple juice, like this is complete apple juice, and mix it with water, I can say this contains 100% apple juice still.
right.
It just has water in it.
Now there's water too, but
So you're saying we can lie.
I'm saying you can be clever.
Right. That's what they're doing. When buying a bottle of expensive olive oil, you can bring home a cheaper corn, palm, or soy oil. The extra virgin olive oil that you buy, that you
Yeah.
spend that extra money for,
Yeah.
it's not. It's just other oil.
Let's just call this one extra virgin olive oil. You know, the extra virgin olive oil is actually not as pure as virgin olive oil, and the virgin olive oil is not as pure as just straight up olive oil.
Yeah, that's basically what this is saying. And it's not even olive oil. It's just palm oil
It's just
or corn oil.
it's just dirt that they sprayed.
And then one of the leaders in the market of fake foods is cheese, Parmesan specifically. This cheese contains about 10% of wood shavings. A mixture of cheaper cheese can be also presented as Parmesan cheese like that. Mm-hmm. I read a different article before this one, and it said that typically it's like 10% wood shavings in your Parmesan. I forget the brand, but it's that green bottle, Parmesan.
The one we always get.
The one we always get.
The one that everybody
I
always
love.
Delicious.
They say typically it's 10%, but there's no. It's different every time. Sometimes it's almost 100%.
Have you ever tried the microwave Parmesan?
No.
It like burns.
Yeah, because it's wood.
It like I was like I don't know, it was gonna like melt. I don't know, but it didn't. It just burned.
I mean, hasn't it? Why? What keeps them from being sued?
Nobody cares.
Because wood isn't like you can't eat it.
You
It's
can eat
not.
You can eat wood.
Yeah, but it's not digestible.
It can go into.
You can
your
digest
body.
it.
Haven't you ever heard of cinnamon? It's
Kind
just
of.
wood.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. It's just cinnamon.
When it comes to fake honey, humans' imagination has no limits. Most often, it's diluted with syrups and high fructose corn syrup.
Is this honey? It has a bear. I think it's honey.
I'm noticing a lot of corn and wood.
Yeah.
It's easy to come by.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is the last one.
There's like nothing else. It's all corn and wood.
Guys, we can have with our imaginations any food we want with corn and wood.
So that means when you're buying corn, you're gonna probably just get corn, right?
It's just straight. No, it's just wood.
Oh no.
And then among all the fakes, this might be the most dangerous. The fake rice.
Uh-oh.
What?
Fake rice.
I've heard of this one.
And I'm just reading the article right here. It says, in the picture above is made from starch mixed with plastic. So the grains are similar to rice and even smell the same. They're just sprayed on with flavoring. So they mix in rice, or they mix in plastic with the rice, and then they spray it for...
So they still like expand like rice does when you boil it?
I guess it would. Or just...
They're
Not
feeding
as
us
much.
plastic.
It's literal plastic. I don't know the ratio. It's probably not half and half, man.
I heard that's really common in China.
Just plastic and stuff in the rice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we give them all our
I wouldn't-
recyclables.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the same here. Or if it is the same here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, why are these people trying to kill us?
Well, why bother with the rice? It's so cheap.
Isn't it harder to make the plastic fake rice? Is it
No,
easier just to
because
do
they are
rice?
doing it, so
Dude.
maybe it isn't.
It's cheaper to throw plastic in stuff, man.
So everyone's like, we've been doing rice for hundreds of years. You know, our company's
Thousands.
thriving. Thousands of years.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
company's
Maybe it's just
thriving.
environmentalists saying we need to get rid of all this plastic.
And then some guy runs in, guys, we can make rice for 25 cents cheaper. How? Plastic. It's everywhere. Just put it on the ground. We can use all this plastic. We can feed it to people, make them eat it. It's like the best kind of karma. Eat your pollution, you freaks.
Yeah.
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 But-
And then my wife was telling me about this other one, about this fish. There's like a really, really cheap, I forget what the variety of fish is, but it's usually, people don't use it because it's just, it gives you the runs. And
My wife told me about this fish that's real cheap. No one likes. It gives you the runs.
hey, it's
Let's
not,
eat that.
well, I was just saying they put it in a lot of sushi. So if people eat sushi and then they get like stomach problems afterwards, they go, "Oh, it was just bad sushi." No, it's this variety of fish that they put in.
No, we
And
give
then
you
they-
the poison fish.
They call it salmon, but it's not.
We'll call it salmon.
Now you see, the Parmesan that you're talking about,
Oh yeah,
that's actually now high class stuff. It's got wood in it.
there you go.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is like good recycled pine, man.
That should be like their selling point now.
Cheap pinus.
Edible wood. Has science gone too far?
No, it hasn't
No,
gone far
It has
enough.
only
Not at all.
begun.
We've only started.
Yeah, but apparently the fish that they were adding, I can't remember the name, so just look it up. But it actually killed a lot of people. So
Oh,
Wow. Yep,
Yeah.
they're killing us. They're killing us. Tan Pants presents Improv Pantry. On this week's show, Martin, Jeb, and Lennon are in their van driving to a client. And what is their job? Exterminators. Martin's at the wheel, driving in the rain. Audience,
imagine Clay driving.
Clay is just has his arm in front of him, and he's like driving
Moving it left and
in
right.
silence.
he's like swerving.
Jeb is in the back, getting the bug sprayer ready.
I'm gonna make sure these are all oiled.
I guess that's all we're getting from Jeb.
Yep.
And then Lennon is going through their insurance agreement, making sure if they break anything, they're not liable for suing.
Martin, did you do the tags to our exterminator car?
Yes.
I didn't see anything in the mail. I don't think I've seen anything in the mail for like 5 years.
Yeah, well, mail's dead. It did it through Google.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that morning, you guys got a call from a man named Chance Rocket.
Wow.
I sure hope he doesn't take chances on that rocket.
His name is Chance Rocket, and he lives kind of on the edge of town. And he says he's having some pest issues. So he didn't really clarify what the pest was, but he sounded like he needed help real fast. So you guys are pulling in your van. It's kind of like imagine you're in a murder mystery novel.
So we stop in a motel.
No,
Like a mansion,
a mansion.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm
the long driveway.
long
Yes.
driveway. You got the ivy all over the front of the house. You
have
know,
gargoyles.
they're gargoyles.
Wait, where are we?
West Virginia.
Oh yeah, it's West Virginia. In the rain.
It's a rainy day. So you guys come to a stop, and you guys looking out at this big old house.
That is a big old house.
Wow, that's almost as big as.
Martin, shut up.
That was good. We don't make that much money. We could just turn around right now. We don't have to go into the house, guys.
That's okay. I could see a light on up there. There's a small window.
It's all right. Listen, be done real quick. In,
How
out.
bad could it be?
5-minute adventure.
This will be fun. We're already all the way out here. We're not burning any more gas.
Yeah, that car gets only 2 feet per gallon.
Oh my.
Is it even possible? Do we have a leak somewhere?
No, I modified it. Okay. Because of the liberals.
So you guys exit your van. What equipment do you guys have that you're bringing in with you?
Well, we have obviously a vacuum gun.
Okay,
that
so
sucks things up.
I'm gonna give each of you one thing to bring inside. So Jeb is bringing a vacuum gun.
Yeah.
Martin, what are you bringing inside?
The grace of God.
Oh, no. No. A Bowie knife.
A bow. Okay, so
Okay.
you look in the back of the van, all your stuff. You just grab the big old Bowie knife.
Right.
And Lennon, what are you bringing?
Oh, some water.
Just got a bottle of water. Okay, so you three walk up to the house. You guys ring the doorbell. You hear distant, loud chimes, like elegant, like
Let's leave.
big old like Dracula chimes. And Lennon, you kind of back up. You want to leave, but as you turn around, the door creaks open.
Creek.
And a face looks out at you guys, and he says, "Are you the exterminators?"
Yes.
Yes, buddy. I think I already know how to solve your problem. See, you just got to wash the dishes every once in a while, and, she'll be happy.
Listen here, Chance. We're going to get rid of your pests for you. No more teenagers, you hear? Wink.
You got any dogs?
Chance is very confused. He opens the door the rest of the way. He is a short man. He's bald, and he's wearing a white coat with loafers. And he says, I don't know about dishes. I don't know about teenagers, but just come inside. Just come inside.
All right. Wink.
You're making him. Chance Rocket is very uncomfortable now. He's kind of walking away from you, Martin. He's kind
But
of.
you verbally said we.
You didn't say no.
Yeah.
So he leads you into his parlor, and it looks like he lives alone here. It's pretty dusty, pretty old. You got sheets over furniture, and chandeliers kind of got cobwebs all around it, and but there's a clear path like farther down the house where it looks like he's walked a lot, and he's guiding you back. He's like, "This way to my study," and you guys follow him back there.
Right. The study.
So his study is classic laboratory.
Okay.
You got these test tubes, you got these beakers, you got like a little hamster wheel with a hamster guy inside there, but the hamster is like very focused on his wheel, like
Okay.
very strong hamster.
Okay.
And but Chance Rocket points up to the ceiling. I don't know why I gave him the name Chance Rocket. He points to the ceiling, and there are holes in the ceiling.
Ah, yes. You have holes.
Make them go away. Yes. I was working on a new thing, and it got out, and now it needs to be not here anymore. It needs to be dead. Can you guys take care of that?
All right, I see your problem. So you're telling me your son, who's a teenager, he was grounded. He got out. He left. He got some fireworks, put a hole in your roof, and then you want to kick him out, but you can't legally. That is.
That's almost exactly what happens. Yes. So I'm pretty sure that he, Wink, is on the second floor. So if you guys could just go up there and don't touch anything but the teenager, Wink, and then I will pay you handsomely.
Oh, he's going to pay us, and he's going to look handsome doing it.
My mom tried that one time. It did not work.
Well, I'm much better at paying handsomely than your mother.
Jeb has already left the room.
So, Jeb, you've left the room. Where are you going?
Going upstairs.
Okay. As you go upstairs, there's all this equipment everywhere. And it looks like steampunky, kind of like with gears and lights, but it's all dusty and covered in cobwebs. And as you're up there, give me a number between 1 and 5.
3.
It was a 2. So you notice something move other side of the room, and it goes into the hall.
I would like to ask Chase some questions.
Okay, sure.
You mean Chance?
Chance, yeah.
Chance.
Chance Rocket, Dr. Chance Rocket at your service.
Listen, Chase. What kind of a big thing are we talking about? Are we talking rat? Are we talking mouse? It better not be a rat mouse.
No, I wouldn't do anything that unethical. How familiar are you with pigs?
I've seen them.
So, like a family, adopts a pet pig, and the pet pig grows to like not quite dog size, but not quite baby pig size anymore. It's about that size.
So a pig.
I didn't say pig.
I gotcha.
I did say pig, but it's
Your teenage son's a pig. I gotcha.
just catch it, kill it, don't look at it, and don't touch anything.
All right, Lennon, let's go.
I have so many questions. This wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would
No,
it?
no. I wouldn't do anything like that to a relative. That'd be unethical and horrible. Both
I'll
of
tell you what's horrible.
Lennon and Martin, give me a number between 1 and 5.
4.
3.
It was a 5.
Yes.
So, Lennon, you hear a thud. And Martin, you notice him hearing something. So, the thud definitely came from upstairs. Job!
What?
Oh, he's all right. Let's go.
All right.
So we proceed to go upstairs.
Upstairs, Jeb, you also heard the thud. Came from the next room. Sounded like it was something like sounds like a vase fell over but didn't break. Like a solid just thunk, like a hollow, like something hitting the ground hard. Jeb, do you want to go straight in, or do you want to wait for Martin and Lennon?
I'm going to wait for them to come up. We're a team, after all, and I want to look at some of his stuff.
Okay, so you look at one
Do we
thing-
have flashlights? Is
Yeah,
it dark?
Sure, you got flashlights.
Yes.
So
It's raining, right?
It is raining.
Is it dark? Is it nighttime?
It's more. I'd say it's 10 a.m., but it's a dark 10 a.m.
Gee, I sure am glad I have this water.
It's raining outside.
In fact, you give me a number between 1 and 5 as you take a good drink of that water.
1.
It was a 3. A little bit goes down your chin. It's a little embarrassing. It kind of gets your collar wet.
Yeah, it's like whenever you're really thirsty.
You're really thirsty.
I wish
But
I could remember how to drink.
You're like nervous drinking. So Jeb, you get close to one of these machines and you're looking real close. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
2.
It was a 2. So you know exactly what this thing is.
Oh yeah, this is a
Printer.
This is a Pac-Man arcade machine.
It's a Pac-Man arcade machine. And it looks like it's seen better days. Looks like someone got really mad and punched a hole right in the screen. It's kind of broken and dilapidated. But anyway, what do you guys want to do?
You guys, I
was
think
it.
I've almost got this all figured out, this whole situation. See, what we're dealing with is, I'm guessing a mother-in-law. that he just has around.
Mm.
You know, they kind of like tidying things up a bit too much. That's why we got these
Close.
sheets everywhere.
Boy, I sure hope they don't find my mother-in-law.
Wink. I heard
this could be
A
bad.
teenage mother-in-law.
What is with you?
What is wrong with you?
Anyway, I heard the sound of the thing in the hall. I was waiting for you guys to come so we could go over there together.
Well, you see, we should probably come up with a game plan because this is a big house. It's dark, raining. This guy's kind of weird. I
Martin
think we
has a
should
Bowie
have like,
knife.
I think we should have like a signal, like a calling signal between each other
Like,
to know that if we ever get separated, we can know that we're all right by the signal.
What do you guys want your signal to be?
One of us starts rapping.
No, I've got it.
Hey!
That's
Okay, how
That was
about
mine.
instead, what if it was, don't worry, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's the signal.
all right. That's okay. I'll get
Okay,
it.
pretty good. So as you guys are discussing a signal in the other room, you hear another thud, but it's more of a smaller thing. It's like
Yeah, it was an
chunk.
apple.
and then you hear another chunk.
Guys, this pig has a peg leg.
Well, Martin has a Bowie knife, and I'm pretty sure he knows how to use it.
We should identify the thing before we stab it, just in case.
He said not to look at it, just to get rid of it.
Lennon,
Yeah.
open the door
Okay.
on 3, and I'll run in and start stabbing.
Wait, I thought we were already in the room.
It's in the next room. Yeah, I like it's behind a door. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Okay, so Lennon opens the door. You run in. Martin, give me a number between 1 and 5.
1.
It was a 4.
Oof.
You run in, and it's dark in this room. This is a darker room, and you trip over something. And this is as soon as your foot touches this thing, it moves fast, and it moves deeper into the room. But you're falling forward, and in the dark, you kind of like reach out your hands to catch yourself, and you fall against a table, and you grab something on a table. And it feels like this thing kind of gives out underneath you. Like it's like you grabbed something and it broke. As soon as that happened, there was a bright flash. And now, Martin, you're on the ground. So, Lennon and Jeb, you just saw this bright flash, saw something dark, run deeper into the house. You can't see Martin.
Hey, is everything all right?
Don't worry, everything's fine.
And then we charge in. 'Cause that was the
Now.
Okay, so Jeb, give me a number between 1 and 5.
signal. 4.
It was a 4. You run in. Lennon, same
Yeah.
thing.
3.
It was a 2.
Yes.
So you both run in just fine, and you still can't see Martin.
I start feeling the ground.
Give me a number.
2.
3.
Yes.
You find Martin.
Okay.
He fits in the palm of your hand.
That's pretty cool.
So, Martin, you have been shrunk down.
Awesome. I can now fight the bugs one-on-one.
Is the knife shrunk too?
Yeah, everything that you were holding on to has shrunk down.
Wow, Martin. You now have the world's smallest knife.
Nice.
You guys aren't touching anything, are you? You didn't touch anything?
We're touching the floor.
So, as you guys are holding tiny Martin, you hear another thud.
Wait, how big? Are we talking like G.I. Joe action figure?
Yeah, G.I. Joe. He's G.I. Joe Martin.
He's Jojo.
Joe Martin. G.I. Joe, so G. Joe. G. Joe Martin.
So I take G. Joe Martin and I say, "What did you see? Tell me. How did it feel?
Painful.
Does it hurt?"
Not anymore.
Good.
So you guys hear another chunk, chunk.
I think the only way to avoid this situation is if we shrink ourselves to G.I. Joes.
Why?
Because we will be able to avoid him. whatever's coming.
Well, that would mean we can't run as fast.
Yeah, but we'd be scary
I guess so.
because we'd be small.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Wait, could we reverse it? I'm going to examine the machine.
Okay, so in the dark, you're kind of feeling around. Just I'll say you have a guys. You guys.
Can I look for a light switch?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
3.
It was a 5.
Ah,
So you like you like reach out for a light switch, but you bump into something else, and there's another flash.
Oh no.
And now
Now he's a wildebeest.
you bump your head on the ceiling.
Yes.
You have grown like 5 feet.
That's a lot of feet.
Yeah. So as you guys are thumbling around, it sounds like whatever's on the other side of the room, because it's a large room, but like it has nowhere else to go. You hear things, something running around, bumping into things. You hear a crash, another flash.
Okay.
So whatever's over there is getting agitated.
Let's approach.
Let's approach, yeah.
Okay, so Lennon and Jeb, Lennon holding
I
Martin.
stride across the room with my lengthy legs.
Okay, so you approach this thing.
And here's what I'm going to do when I approach him.
Okay.
Knees out, elbows out, and I do this crab thing, like this.
Why?
Because I feel like I could pinch him.
Okay.
He gave him such a pinch.
Give me a number between 1 and 5.
4.
4, yeah. So
Yes! Is it a 4?
Yeah. It was it sees you doing this pinching thing. It is intimidated. And it stops moving for a moment. In that fleeting moment, you
Do I see
see
it?
it.
What is that?
Grab it.
It is very much like the hamster you saw downstairs,
Okay.
but this one is like you said, the size of a small pig, and it's holding in both hands screwdrivers.
It has 2 screwdrivers?
In his hands, it's going stabbing the ground with its screwdrivers.
Can I
Pretty
suck
freaky.
it into my vacuum?
It sees you and goes. It goes.
Oh.
It starts stabbing the ground and moving towards you with its screwdrivers.
Violence is not the answer, young rug.
Give me a number between 1 and 5.
3.
4. It stops and goes. But it changes. It still approaches you menacingly with a screwdriver.
Well, that's a really hairy teenager.
Can I suck it up in my vacuum?
I throw a linen at it.
Okay, so we're gonna do both of these things at the same time.
All right.
So, Jeb, you point your sucking machine.
Yeah.
Give me a number.
2.
3. You turn it on and it's working pretty well. It loses one screwdriver. It clatters into the vacuum
Nice.
and it like turns around trying to get away. And it's like being drugged. Its fingernails in the carpet. And like you're like sucking it up. And Lennon, give me a number.
1.
4.
Oh, man.
So you throw Martin. Martin's totally into it. He's flying through the air, wielding his knife.
With his knife.
You throw him right at Jeb's ear,
Oh.
and Martin like gives him like an earring or something.
Oh, gross.
Nice.
You jerk, right?
Right.
And vacuum. Your vacuum
Yeah.
thing you're holding
Vacuum guy.
starts sucking. Starts moving all the equipment around you, and everything kind of crashing together and blasting in light. And from downstairs, you hear, "You guys aren't touching anything, are you?
Wink.
Wink."
Just lightly brushed past a few things, but not touching.
This giant hamster with a screwdriver. He's pretty peeved. And
Alright.
he is coming at Martin because Martin's still holding that knife.
I wait for him to strike.
Okay.
And then I stab.
Oh my.
It's good.
Okay,
Good
give me a
counter.
number between 1 and 5.
1.
5.
Yes.
So you go to strike and it goes to strike. I'm not gonna say he stabs you with a screwdriver because that'd be pretty gnarly.
Right in the neck.
I want to say immediately as he launches at you, there's another flash, and you both disappear. And you, Martin, find yourself floating in an empty white space. And there are 3 doors in front of you. There's a red door, a blue door, and a yellow door.
I'll take red.
Take red. You're all back in the van.
All of us?
All of us. You're back in the van. All of you are back in the van.
Like
and
normal or
normal, and you're driving the van, and you come to a stop, and you're outside the house, and you hear,
Whoa.
you hear Jeb say, what'd you say at the beginning of the episode? What'd you say?
said I'm gonna oil these things.
So, Lennon and Jeb have no memory, but Martin does.
Hey, Lennon, what do you think about this house?
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
It smells weird.
Let's turn around. Let's go home.
That's what I said. We don't make enough money anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys turn around and you go home, and as you're driving home, beneath the car is the hamster with the screwdriver. The screwdriver's like jabbed into the side of the van.
The gas tank.
The gas is leaking out.
That's
and
fine.
the hamster's just staring like, and it goes out. You guys drive off into the
Oh my god.
early morning.
That was really, really deep.
And
They got like psychedelic.
that concludes Improv Pantry.
My topic is about the destruction of all mankind. It's imminent.
Okay.
No, that's not what it's about.
Oh,
Ah, bummer.
are you gonna talk about plants again?
Maybe.
I've enjoyed your plant topics.
No, this is a China topic.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Anyways, the topic is about China's population.
Aren't they like really populous?
Yeah, they got like 1.4 million people.
That's it?
Billion.
Oh, billion. Okay.
Billion.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But this article by Bangkok Post says that China's population could halve within the next 45 years.
Just because no one's having children?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other, like, it's going to cut in half, so most of them are just going to die
Yeah,
or
just
move.
of old age mostly.
Oh,
And then they do have a lot of people who move out,
yeah.
and nobody really wants to move to China.
Because it's China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of China.
I can't.
Do you want to live there?
I've never been there.
It's Mulan.
All I can think about is Indiana Jones
Yeah, you want to live there?
and when he goes to Chinatown.
He never went to China.
But I think that was San Francisco, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was San Francisco. I don't want to live there.
Yeah. The estimate right now is that it's 1.3 births per women based on their recent official estimates. But it should be understood that they have even lower estimates from other groups, like all the way to almost one. Just one.
That's
Wow.
not good.
No.
That is literally not replacing your parents.
Don't
Yeah.
they? I mean, wouldn't they just like do some simple math and say, "Hey, I think we should have more kids,"
Maybe.
or they just want to
Well-
ride this out?
Well, they had the one-child policy because was it Deng Xiaoping, who
Yeah.
was their guy who was in charge after Mao. He wanted to liberalize, and he's like, "Hey, these European countries, they have low birth rates. Let's be like them. You can only have one kid now. It's the law."
Okay,
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Huh.
smart.
And now, many generations later, all those children that were only children, there's a problem with them. They don't want more than one kid.
Ah,
Like my sister, she grew up in a household with 2 kids, just me and her.
yeah,
And so she's like, that's the ideal amount.
Yeah, because that's what you knew.
maybe 6.
Like for
No.
me, I can't imagine having not a big family.
Right.
It'd be weird not to have a big family.
Yeah, I was about to mention you, but I was like, I don't want to out Isaac without his permission. Yeah, so there's the thing that they've normalized only having one kid. And then when you have one kid and they don't really have a social security system, it means
Yeah.
you will have to take care of your parents. So like think of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Huh? Yeah.
You had 2 parents and then you had 4 grandparents and a kid. It will be that.
That's pretty. That's a lot.
Yeah, so a lot of
and they're all in just that one bed,
Yeah.
just laying there.
Yeah, so this is creating a lot of the young adults are just depressed by that. They're like, "Oh, so I'm not going to have a life. I'm not going to
You're just going to be taking care of these old people.
and it's going to be expensive
Yeah.
and you're just not going to have money." So that's depressing birth rates even more.
Whereas if they just had 5 kids, they'd have 5 kids to take care of the parents and like share the load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way easier.
Each kid gets a piece.
Each kid. I get the arm.
It's like, oh, I showed up late. What's left?
The foot.
Oh, come on, guys.
You get the foot.
You left me the foot, really?
It's still got a sock on it.
You can get Dad's sweaty back.
Ew.
But this will, and so that's halving. But there was another article about 30 years. But that article was locked behind a paywall, so I didn't. I didn't read that
man.
one.
We're not going to pay money to read something. We'll just think about it.
You websites that do that.
Come on. I'll find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Come on.
Find somebody else to talk about it.
Yeah, but this will hamper China a lot, like their aspirations for being a world power.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things is that I don't think they're ever gonna have more than a $20,000 GDP per capita. Right now, it's at 10,000, and it could go up to 20,000.
What's GDP?
GDP, that's gross domestic production. GDP per capita is usually like how much money is usually made on average, like per worker.
Oh, okay.
So the U.S. is like 60,000,
Okay.
but I don't think China's going to get past 20,000. This is because when you look at China, a lot of people have always been talking for like the past couple decades about how China is going to collapse.
Yeah.
It's imminent.
I mean, that's what they say, I guess,
But you know,
they're pretty powerful still.
yeah, they got their economy, their financial sector, their housing sector, infrastructure, the job market, everything, the environment is all going to collapse and lead them to destruction. That's what they all say. But they've been handling it well, but the way they've handled it is through having more control of it.
Oh.
Step by step, they take more control. So they've been moving towards liberalism. Like back in the 90s, they really did try to.
Yeah.
But under Xi Jinping, they're moving back to that authoritarianism and going even further than Mao in some cases.
Wow.
And Mao was a bad dude.
Yeah. But that would just be a planned economy at that point if they go all the way, which they'll have to do it because of the problems within their economy. And in the planned economy the Soviet Union had, when adjusted for inflation, they never made it past 20,000.
They were poor and cold because it's Russia.
Oh, yeah. You know, the U.S. was able to always kind of be on top with the Soviet Union. Even though they had a larger population, they just didn't have as much money per person.
Yeah.
So that
Right.
limited their ability to spend against us.
Mm-hmm.
And with China, you know, so if it reaches right now at 10,000, you know, we got 6 times more money per person.
Yeah.
But they have like 4.5 times our population.
Yeah.
But as they decline and become smaller, that difference, if it only gets to 20,000, then that difference will become less apparent or more apparent. Or
More contrasted.
yeah, you know, they will start shrinking, and once they get to that point to where they're only 3 times larger than us, after that, then it'll just be no real hope for them,
Right.
at least as it is right now. But
So they have 30 years before this happens, you said? 30 or 40?
this one was 45. There was
45?
one that was 30. There's a lot of estimates.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
So
next
China's
week.
like, guys, we have 45 years to be awesome. What do we do? Let's buy a president.
Maybe grow some grass.
We talking like the grass
No,
that's a little bit habit forming, or
No, so we don't have so much like nasty stuff. Grass is nice.
what are you talking about?
Environment.
Oh, okay. Because we just have what, rice patties?
Yeah.
Made of
We have
plastic.
plastic rice.
Plastic rice and concrete and
Man.
I've never been to China. I don't know if it's real yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you, if you had the chance to go to China,
Yeah.
would you go? Go see
I
it?
think so. But I would want to have like a window of like when I would actually go. Like I just want to go for like a week, no more.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
a week.
China.
But it shouldn't last forever, though, because usually authoritarianism doesn't last more than a generation.
Right.
Just
Because people are like, this
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, just one person is not competent enough to control everything, or even a group of people. They think they do,
Yeah.
but they don't.
So you're saying that China is sinking?
Yes, which is also very dangerous because, like World War I got started because what was it? Prussia was a rising power, but then it started to have. It was one of the first countries to be majority urban, majority industrialized, and so at first that gave them a really big birth rate boom, and they were the rising power. But then the birth rate started to go down, and they realized, oh, we're not going to be. We got to do it now. Yeah, that was their idea. Like, you got to go now and not later, because if you wait, the power difference becomes more and more. And even with World War II, that's why it happened when it did, was because they're like, oh, we can build up now and be really strong, but if we wait, everyone else is going to be even stronger. So they had to do it then.
Huh.
So this can provoke wars.
I've heard that Taiwan is kind of like pleading with Australia specifically. Like, hey, you guys, we might need some help over here. I think China's going to make a move on us.
Yeah, China wants to invade Taiwan. Like they're forcing people who say like they mention Taiwan just offhand, and then China like contacts them. The government of China contacts John Cena.
How dare you?
And says,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Taiwan is ours. Say it's ours.
You mean the
Okay.
the CCP's
Say
island?
it's ours. And so you have John Cena in perfect Mandarin saying, I'm sorry for saying Taiwan was not belonging to China. And China doesn't own Taiwan.
And then Taiwan's just like, if they do, we're gone, you know?
Taiwan-
And so is all your computer parts.
Yeah,
So-
Taiwan makes all the
yeah.
good chips.
You better help us.
But did you hear Biden? He made an agreement. He's like, we will do nothing if you do nothing.
What a good deal. Let's
Wait.
hope they do nothing. Let's
Didn't-
hope they do nothing.
Didn't we have like some kind of deal with China after we kind of like bombed them?
No, that was
was
Japan.
Japan.
Oh, Japan. That's right.
We have a good relationship.
We had a deal with them that we'd help them out if there was like a war or something.
That's
I don't-
Japan.
Yeah.
Japan. Yeah, we have a good relationship with Japan, even though we bombed them.
Well, it was kind of, you kind of had to.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like, the alternative was, like, not really palatable either. You could either have 100,000 die from a nuclear bomb, or you could have many millions of people die from a conventional war. So they kind of weighed the options, and they picked the nuke.
like we'll just do this nuke.
And then after that, I think that's the big part is what we did after. We helped them rebuild. We gave them access to our markets, technology sharing, access to investments, offered to protect them. And then we declared nukes as, weapons of mass destruction.
Yep.
So,
I think Godzilla came out of the ocean and killed that one fisherman.
oh yeah.
Yeah, after we bombed Japan, we helped Japan rebuild, and Japan thanked us by making Godzilla
That's right.
and
The
making
fisherman-
Nintendo
An anime.
anime,
Maybe that
I
was their
thought-
revenge.
maybe and Miyazaki.
Yeah.
And
I thought anime was Chinese.
anime is it's
Is it just everything?
well, I mean,
Pretty much.
it's if you go over there, you got Japan, China, Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, they all do their own thing.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, for us as an American, we go, oh, that's Japanese. over there, they're like, this is obviously North Korean. This is obviously
Yeah.
South Korean.
Well, in America, it's like, are you Chinese or Japanese?
It's like, no, wait, what was he? He said he was Korean or something?
He's like, I am Laotian.
Oh, the ocean.
And it's like,
So are you Chinese?
I'm like, the ocean?
The news with Josh Anderson.
The news. So, a Navy engineer was accused of trying to pass intel in a peanut butter sandwich.
Wait.
What was the intel? What was it?
Well, you're not supposed to know.
He says, sir, your fly is down.
Next time, just tell me in a peanut butter sandwich.
It was wrapped in, like a Band-Aid? You like open it
A
up.
Band-Aid? I wrapped this in Band-Aids
No.
for you.
Stop. you're taking this too far. He took the Band-Aid out, the Band-Aid wrapper.
Yeah.
He put an SD card in there, and then he put it in a plastic bag, and then put it inside of a peanut butter sandwich. And then he told the other guy to meet him somewhere in West Virginia, and then he passes him the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I told you just give me a hand signal next time my fly was down. Why are you doing it this way?
I told you we'd meet in West Virginia. I give you a sealed envelope with the sandwich inside of it, letting you know that last summer at this place at this time your fly was wide open.
I was giving a speech, man.
Why though?
I don't know. Why would he?
Does it say
Why is it so complicated?
I don't know. Well, it's just weird. Like, I imagine, like, two trucks pull up to a gas station somewhere in West Virginia, and two dudes come up to each other. He hands him a sandwich and then leaves.
Can't he just like have like the micro SD card in his hand to be like, "Hi there, friend"? Shake the guy's hand.
Yeah,
He takes it.
Yeah.
Or just hand it to him? Like anybody's going to be like, hey, that guy just handed him a chip. Maybe we should follow him because he's got some kind of special something secret on there.
I
Maybe
think
just walk by the car, put it on the hood, like just slap the hood, like slap.
Yeah.
And then he walks back and
anyone
slaps
who hands a man a plastic bag with anything inside of it in a shady way, immediately that's suspect.
His wife, a teacher in Maryland, was arrested on allegations that she assisted him.
I helped
So
make
she
the
helped
sandwich.
him make the sandwich.
I'm real good at making sandwiches. I helped.
Oh, yeah. He was also arrested, too.
Wait, the Navy guy was?
Yeah, the Navy guy.
So I mean,
wait, was this leaked information? Was he like a spy?
I don't know.
what if this guy had good information? He's trying to get it out.
Why did he put it in a sandwich?
I don't know. It doesn't mean that he's.
What if he gave it to the wrong truck
Listen,
driver and he goes, "Oh, thanks."
This is
I
the
guess.
Max. This is the idea you might have. I can
Hey.
see you like.
No, dude.
I know. I'll put it in a sandwich.
No.
No one will ever look at a sandwich.
I'll have my wife make it.
My wife will make a peanut butter sandwich. No one will look in there.
Dude, I would make it so obvious. I would have the SD card in my hand, go to the truck stop and say, "Yeah, I'm looking for Jeff. I've got this SD card on here." And then I'd give it to Jeff and I'd say, "Yeah, just open it up. I got a file in there labeled
Joe Biden.
Joe
did this.
Biden is a fraud and a fake."
All
Just
right,
click
here-
it, it's all there.
Here's what to do. You get the SD card. You go to the bathroom. You tape it under the back of the toilet.
Yes.
And then he comes and gets it.
You go like, what? Something already back there? Like another SD card? Like, oh, this stuff's taken.
There's two, and he grabs the
Which
wrong
one?
one.
Oh no.
The other one was just like
Two spies are doing it.
Smash Brothers Super Ultimate.
Super Ultimate Smash Brothers with all the characters.
And then Sakurai comes like, oh yes, like, it's gone.
This is just stupid government plans.
Anyway, there was another military leakage information.
There was another military leakage today.
So there's this online game.
It was diarrhea.
Yeah. There's this military like online game called War Thunder.
Oh yeah, I've
what are
heard
we
of
gonna
that.
call it? War Thunder.
Are you sure it's not War of Thunder?
No, it's just War Thunder.
All right.
Maybe it is. Maybe you think it. I don't know. But it's an online game where it's like, I don't know, like tanks and military stuff. But
Yeah,
it's supposed
sure.
to be like super accurate.
Right.
Right. And the website of War Thunder website has a forum. And then these two users were having an argument about
You mean a forum?
a forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were arguing about the accuracy of like one of the tank models in the game.
Oh.
Because I don't know, one of them was like some
Drove the tank.
Yeah, drove the tank because people who drove the tank back then liked to play this game.
I know. Tanks.
So you're saying that he leaked some classified things about the tank
So
in the forum?
he was like, "No, I'm right," and he uploads a file, and it's all of these leaked information.
oh.
Oh my.
Whoops.
He had to win that argument.
He had to win it.
He was invested.
The other guy called him a
We need to
poopy head.
Yeah,
we need
And
to
he
look at
had
that
to
forum.
show him up.
yeah, it'd be funny.
There's a Chinese guy on the forum.
He's like,
But
I've
he goes,
been-
yeah.
my country's been waiting for years.
But we don't even know if it's classified information. It could just be
It's just
a
totally
kid
fake.
that made it up. It's just kind of funny to think that, though.
Was it worth it? Do you think?
It was worth it.
Oh yeah, totally
Okay.
Yeah, the karma points.
worth it.
He's like in jail and they're like, was it worth it?
Yeah, it was
Oh
actually.
yeah.
The article I'm reading says, so it turns out the user had access to these documents because the user apparently is an actual crew member on the Leclerc in the French army.
The French army.
French army. So this person leaked all of this only to win an argument.
It's all right. The French army's not real.
Oh yeah, the moderators quickly deleted the documents.
I was like, whoa.
Like, whoa.
And the moderator said, "Guys, it's not funny to leak classified documents on the modern equipment." One moderator said, "We put the lives of many on stake who work daily with the vehicles. Keep in mind that those documents will be deleted immediately alongside sanctions. Thanks for reading."
Wow.
It's fine, Dad.
Okay.
Right. So there's this entrepreneur in Tennessee who has a hot tub on wheels.
That's the only way to
I'm
do
an
it.
entrepreneur. I got a hot tub on wheels.
Yeah. It's a public swimming pool on wheels.
How big?
Wait, you said hot tub.
I don't know. I should look it up. Hold on.
You said hot tub. Then you said public swimming pool.
Well, that
Those
I'm
are
very confused.
one of them is like a form of like therapy. Another one is like a torture.
Listen. Are you tired of going to the pool? Time for the pool to come to you.
Yes.
It's like the saddest like tractor with a bucket. Like
And some fat kid sitting in there with his float. He's
What?
like, Dad.
and you have
Dad?
like you have the one toddler in the foreground, sees it coming and turns to the camera and cries and runs away.
Oh wow, it's like a bus.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no, it's just a small hot tub in the
Dude.
back of a trailer.
Ah, yes.
But you know, they make it look nice and professional.
I was just thinking like a hot tub with some 2x4s
I
underneath
thought-
it.
I
Just
thought-
a set of wheels.
I thought a truck bed with a tarp.
I was thinking like a Mario Kart racer that's like a hot tub.
yeah.
Yeah. He needs to get a permit. He doesn't have a permit for it, so he's got a lawsuit.
He's an entrepreneur. He's supposed to get a permit.
He says, I'd like to get a permit for my hot tub wheels.
And the guy's like,
say Hot Wheels? Yeah,
Yes.
something like that.
the guy is like, I'm an entrepreneur. I made the mobile hot tub. And then the guy's like, do you have a permit? No. You said you're an entrepreneur. Yeah. Do you know what that word means? Tub. It means business
Oi,
by myself.
Business, I guess.
oi, you got a license for that motor
Oi.
automobile powered hot tub?
Yes, it's in my other bathing suit.
The health department
You got a
workers-
license?
The health department worker spotted him running his vehicle. And
I was just
confronted him about not having a pool permit.
I was just a normal health control official on my lunch break when I saw this obvious violation roll by.
I wonder how he spotted him.
He said he claimed he was exempt because the hot tub fell 50 gallons, shy of the
Hey.
minimum capacity.
Ooh.
Then yeah, he's fine.
But then the lawsuit said that doesn't exist.
They said,
They can't make up rules not being there.
It's like I just want to drive him on my hot tub.
So
I
hang
just wanted
on.
to bring joy to everybody that could go to the hot tub.
So
But think about it. This entrepreneur, I don't know, is he making bank? Is this like a good business?
this doesn't sound like this is making any money. This is something that he did just on a whim.
He's
But
like, you know Uber?
if that rule exists, you need a permit for a public pool.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a private pool. You can invite friends over. That's allowed.
Yeah.
When is it not allowed? When you just have a pool in the middle of nowhere?
When you're on tour.
I guess when you're
With a hot
making
tub.
money.
Making
When
mon-
you're trying to make money off
Hey,
money.
Clay, you give me $5, let you swim in my pool.
Okay.
There,
You know what I mean?
am I in trouble now?
I can
Yes.
dig a hole and fill it with water and make money.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know about that though. There's that one pool on town. They shut it down. They filled it with cement, and then they put a wet pad on top of it.
What?
Like you see that little wet pad over there?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that used to be a pool.
Well, cool, Josh. What are your final thoughts on this? I mean, because it sounds like we have a bunch of spies trying to be sneaky.
Yeah.
A bunch of spies accidentally sharing information.
Yeah.
And a bunch of spies trying to drive around a hot tub.
Everybody's a spy.
Everyone's a spy in
think
Spy
about it.
Town.
Wait, were there any sandwiches in this hot tub?
No sandwiches. in the
I
hot
imagine if
tub.
he was doing
No
it
fun,
smart,
man.
if he was doing it smart, you drive around your hot tub. People pay $5 to get in. You keep the cooler stocked with beers and stuff.
And then you drive away with them in.
Where are we going?
This is what you paid for, man. This is what you paid for.
You just like drop them off on the other side of
And
town.
you're like, I don't want to get out. It's cold.
It's too cold.
I left my towel.
It's warm in the hot tub.
No, it's like Uber, but you just get in the hot tub.
Wet. It's
Yeah.
Uber, but it's wet.
That's right.
So where do you want to go?
It's like you got to be picked up
Take
in
me
your
to the
bathing suit.
public pool. Or take me to the police department.
I'm trying to go to Walmart.
Okay, hop
He's like, you're on Uber and you're like, I'm trying to get to Walmart, man. What should I choose? The premium class, the mid class, or the low class, or the
Hot tub.
hot tub.
Uber, you need to get on this. This
you need
is
to get
an
on this, man.
opportunity.
This is great.
This is the best idea anyone's ever had.
I would choose hot tub every time.
Imagine the car crashes.
Make sure it's
all
under-
this water.
Hey, it would put out any fire.
It'd be so
That's
safe.
right. Yeah.
It might cause some electrocutions, but
Don't worry about
Just
it.
make them wear life jackets and they'll be fine.
it'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to another wonderful episode of Tan Pants.
We hope you enjoyed it and we hope you share it with your friends.
Thanks to our Patreons, Naven Jr., The Big Tine, and Mr. E. You guys are legendaries.
And thank you to all our listeners listening out there. We appreciate you.
Yeah, all 25 of you.
You don't have to make it sound.
All 25,000.
And more.
We have the
One day.
largest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
We have,
25,000 people.
yeah. Everyone in India listens to this podcast.
You know Joe Rogan?
They don't understand much of it, but they listen.
You know Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I know that guy. He's my friend. We go to hang out sometime.
Oh,
we
I
go
know
to hang
him.
out.
He's my son.
He's my dad.